Games. Whoop, let's go. Hursty Games, and this is how we do. Now it's time.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome back to our QPR Career Mode. I want to apologise for this being a little bit later than the normal upload. For those of you who don't know, I've got a really bad cough at the moment, so there'll be probably a lot of cuts in today's episode and maybe a couple of episodes going forward. And if a couple of episodes I have to include some of the coughs because of like the commentary style of it, I do apologise. But today we're cracking on with the league. For those who don't know, we are sitting in 9th place right now. We're looking pretty good. There's a couple of teams quite near to us, just below us, and a couple of teams that we're sort of slowly chasing as well in the pack above us. So without further ado, we're going to crack on straight into today's game. We've got we had a good episode last time out with some tricky games, but we ended on a bit of a sour note and a bit of a big defeat. So let's see if we can bounce back from that with the first game today up against Burnley. Let's go. Okay, here we go. The lineup today up against Burnley. You can see a little bit of rotation. Hamus coming for a tired Aussie Kakai. Samfield in the middle of the park now because Amos and Masengo are both tired. And Linden did specifically ask to play, so I've started him over Trossard today. Let's see how the game goes. Let's see how we do. It seems to always be raining at Kai and Prince right now. I'm fairly sure in the last couple of episodes I've said that it's been raining at the Kai and Prince. And it is today for a late midweek kickoff against Burnley. I'm optimistic that we can start today well, but obviously playing on Legendary, it can be any team turns up against us and we struggle. So I think without further ado, let's just go for it. Let's hope the couple of rotations don't bite us in the backside. Let's just give it a roll. Come on, you ours. Burnley with a beautiful ball in the middle there. We got a little bit lucky that it was just a little bit too heavy and a little bit too far in front of their player. Thankfully, some are equal to it. And we have a chance to maybe attack on the counter. Let's see if we can do that. Coles into Campbell. Oh, can't quite find Dykes. Would have been a nice counter, but they just about broke it down. They're attacking down the left-hand side here. Cornet. Got to close him down with Hamer. Doesn't win it. McCallum up to it. It is headed away originally, and thankfully, Sommer equal to it. It was a bit of an audacious effort, but it was still a good effort. Here is a bit of a problem now. McCallum has been caught a little bit lacking. Lopez isn't going to win that initially. Edge of the box, it's on the volley. McCallum makes up for him not being in the right position by coming across and blocking that one. And now Willock sets away Lyndon Dykes. Dykes is going to look up and see Campbell. It's not what we needed. It's unlucky though. We're working well on the counter. We just need to make sure that final pass doesn't let us down because it has so far. Another chance here for Burnley, but it's a good block there from Rob Dickey. We're going to play it out. That was a bit problematic. I kind of made my own sort of downfall there, gave them a chance, but thankfully we defended it well and we have a chance to bring it away. Burnley again attacking out wide, but McCallum's done really well there. I have to say, they're pushing the ball out wide quite often and the fullbacks are having a lot on their plate to kind of deal with, but thankfully the centre-backs helping cover them, but also the fullbacks are getting central and helping with crosses quite well. So I'd say the back four so far, all four of them, have been pretty impressive. They've had a good game. And maybe we can turn defence into attack in this scenario. Samfield, I wanted it to Linden. It's not a great pass. It's a really good switch here from Burnley. McCallum got to stand his man up. Johansson was closing down as well. Dickey gets it away initially, but it's not gone just yet. And now Isaac Coles here can bring this away. Plays it forward to Tyrese. I need to pull the fullback out of the way so we can get a bit of space here for Coles, which we've managed to do a little bit. Coles is going to have to cut inside though. Does so pretty well. Tyrese, the pass is just behind him, but Tyrese also doesn't really adjust his run. Bit of an error from both of those players, really. That, again, another good example of we're doing well on the counter, but the last pass or the last bit of play is letting us down, and it's happened again in that example. Last chance of the half here, and it's going to fall Burnley's way, and it's an attempt of a sweat, and they're going to find the back of the net. As a point of interest, there was no added time. Literally 0 minutes added time, because I actually don't think the ball went off the pitch more than maybe 3 times and they were all for throw-ins and stuff, so I'm a little bit disappointed that they've managed to get another chance there, but it is what it is. It's 1-0. I feel like the whistle could and or should have been blown sooner, but Goodmanson puts it in the back of the net, back of an empty net. Sommer, I don't know why you bothered diving, mate, I won't lie to you. It's a frustrating one to take, especially at the time that they score it. I'm going to take this and the rest are immediately going to blow his whistle, so it's frustrating. It is frustrating. I feel like we've played better than the score suggests. And I feel like Burnley haven't played as well as the score suggests. I feel like a 0-0, honestly, is a fair result at half-time. I don't think either of us deserve to be leading at the break. I'm going to take off Tyrese Campbell. He has done, honestly, nothing today. He has not offered anything in this game. So I am going to take him off. I'm going to give Field the 90. I might take Johansson off at some point for Masengo. We've obviously got the likes of Ilias on the bench as well. Other than that, I don't think there's much I can change here to really get something out of this game now. It's been a real stalemate first half. Like I say, 0-0 was kind of what I was expecting to see at half-time with how the game had been playing. And so to go in 1-0 down at the break is quite frustrating because it feels like it just feels a tad unjustified. Those happens, like it does happen though. If it had happened a little bit sooner, fair enough. But I think just the way that it happened, maybe I'm a little bit frustrated. It is what it is. We have a free kick though. Johansson to Trossard. Trossard with the space. Trossard with the strike. It's a very good save there from the keeper. Is it still Nick Pope? I think it might still be Nick Pope. I'm not 100% sure. It is still Pope. Those free kick routines work really well, especially against the AI, because they don't seem to mark it very well. But Trossard up for a header. It's another very good save there from Pope. Let's try and whip it in again. Linden, up you get, mate. It's well cleared initially. It's not gone, though. Willock's going to bring it down. Finds Lopez. Going to get it back here to Johansson. It's a heavy touch. I was trying to then lay that off to Trossard, but Johansson's touch has let him down. Burnley on an attack here. McCallum and Lopez both sort of been taking out the situation a little bit. It's a good cross in there. But, Sommer. I was going to say Sommer's going to be up and catching that, but he wasn't. He's up and punched it. I am going to make the change I sort of hinted at a little bit. Johansson's going to go off for Masengo. Just some fresh legs, really, in the middle of the park is all I can really hope that Masengo can provide. I think Johansson offers a bit more in an attacking sense, but Masengo's going to be a bit of an engine here. Goodmanson going off for... I didn't see who that was. It's going to be for Moreno. I think that's the... Is that the Spanish guy? I'm not too sure. Regardless, let's hope that he doesn't get too much of the ball and too much of an impact. And hopefully Masengo's fresh legs in the middle of the park can make a difference. Come on, yours. This is lovely play. That was honestly lovely play there from Burnley. If that had led to the goal and that had made it 1-0, I'd have had nothing to be mad about. That was beautiful play from Burnley there. But we've done well to initially stop it. Willock getting in Dykes' way. I tried to move Dykes inside to allow for Willock to make the overlap on the outside. But Willock started running inside. And then all of a sudden, the chance was gone because they're stepping on each other's heels. They're both tackling each other. And instead, it's going to lead to a Burnley chance. But thankfully, Sommer's going to be down there and doing what he needs to do to keep that one out of the net. And now Isaac Coles with a chance to burst forward. He's being fouled there by Mallow. It has been given as an advantage. The advantage is gone. But Coles has still got the ball out wide here to Chris Willock. Willock now. Can he do something here? Can he bring this and find us a bit of space? Gets it to Sam Field. Then to Masengo, who's going to have a pop. It's a good but easy block there from the Burnley player. And they're going to get it away now. Moreno on the ball. Rob Dickey does really well to get over there, but then to win that and not let it go off. We give it straight back to Moreno, though, and they are going to get a corner from this. I've got time to make one last sub, and I don't really know what to change here. I think I'm going to have to take Willock off and bring on Chair. It's not really the change I want to make, but it's fresh legs. I think that's all I really can do. I don't really have many other options, but hopefully Ilias can come on and do something, prove me not wrong, because it's not that I don't like Ilias, but I just don't think it's the change that really I would have liked to have made. But they brought on Bibu, which is a hell of a person to bring on right now. Pace on a counter is just going to be horrific for me to deal with. And now we get the ball to Hamer. Hamer's going to try and find Chair. Does so pretty well. Trossard now going to bring this forward. Can he find Chair on that overlap? He can with a beautiful pass. Ilias Chair. Prove me wrong, mate. Ilias Chair, boys. It's 1-1. It's a lovely, lovely equaliser. Two of the substitutes coming on and working together to make a beautiful goal. Well done, Ilias. Well done, Trossard. I have to say, I wasn't overly sold with the idea of that change, but Trossard, that pass there is perfect. Ilias making a lovely run. I think Willock would have done the same run and scored the same goal, but the matter of fact is, Ilias had fresh legs, and that may have made a difference. Lovely goal, Ilias, mate. 1-1, and we're back in it. There's still 10 minutes to go. Come on, boys. Ilias has done really well and won that ball nice and high up the pitch. Lovely little sort of interplay again between Ilias and Trossard, and Ilias wins the free kick. He's made a big impact since coming on. He's getting a lot of the ball, and he's doing a lot of good things with it. Going to get this ball to Rob Dickey now. Rob Dickey isn't going to do what Rob Dickey does in real life, which is just thunderstrike that ball from there. Instead, I tried to lay it off and I wasted it. Got to be careful here. Possibly the last chance of the game. Dickey's done really well to step in there. Done very, very well. And gives us a chance to maybe actually create the last chance for ourselves here. Isaac Coles can't quite take it past Mallow. And now it is going to be Burnley with the last chance of the game. Hamer's got to turn and find his man here. Got to try and stop this, boys. Sam Field doesn't quite mark his man. Bibu gets a chance. I think he was offside, but I don't think it matters because that is the full-time whistle. It's 1-1 at full-time. The fans probably frustrated. I can't hear the fans, but I'm assuming there's some boos and stuff going on from the home fans there. It's a frustrating one. It's a good point to have picked up, especially seeing as we were behind for 45 or, you know, for like half an hour. But it's a solid result considering how it could have gone. Frustrating again to concede the way we did, but I'll take a 1-1. That could have been worse. Okay, that performance sees us into 11th place, which is a bit of a shame. Spurs did, I think, get a draw themselves, which meant that actually, if we'd have got 3 points, we'd have actually been above Spurs right now. We'd have stayed in 8th place. I don't think we'd have pushed to 7th, because I don't think we have that in us right now. No, we're still a few points off of that kind of race. But you can see the top of the pack is looking pretty interesting. And actually, Burnley themselves were in 3rd place before that game, which is incredible. So actually, we have done very well against a team right at the top of the table right now. So that's not the end of the world. And looking at the bottom of the table, you can see Fulham, West Brom and Newcastle are the 3 teams down there. Fulham and West Brom already looking out of it, already looking like they're going straight back down. But we've got our own tables to fight for. We've got our own positions to worry about. And now we've got a game against Villa, which is, for like a mid-table sort of where we are right now, it's a bit of a 6-pointer in that whoever wins goes above the other. So let's see how we do. Come on, boys, let's work up to it. Okay, here is our lineup up against Aston Villa. You can see a pretty much back to normal team, except Ilias is in over Coles. Coles was a little bit tired. I kind of wanted to make the change and bring Coles off over Willock off in the last game. However, it made more sense, in my opinion, to rest Willock and then have Coles for that sort of like last 25 minutes or so. But regardless, that game worked out how it was. This is a new game. Campbell back in, Amos back in, Ozzy back in. Let's go for it, boys. We kind of need to win 3 points here. It gives us a chance to guarantee overtake someone. Okay, here we are at Villa Park. Going to be a tricky old game. Obviously, Aston Villa, I think in real life right now, are looking in an incredibly good position. I think Gerrard's going to be doing them the absolute business. Coutinho coming into that side just makes it look even stronger. But yeah, I have to say, right now, with how we played in that last game, I think I've got a couple of things I'm going to tweak slightly. I'm working on my passing game a little bit. Keep the ball in the midfield a little bit more, and then wait for the 2 strikers to have more space. Linden offers something different to Trossard and Campbell, but these 2 offer pace. These 2 offer an ability to get in behind, and that's what I'm going to sort of aim and focus towards today, is trying to find that space in behind, try and make the space behind someone like Mings, who isn't overly agile, and try and punish him in that way. So let's see if that's something that we can pull off here. As Trossard does get the ball and is going to lay it off to Johansson. Obviously, this is all from the kickoff. It's not quite worked out the way I wanted it. So yeah, we'll crack on. But come on, Yoaz. Let's give it a go, boys. Let's give him a go. Villa working this ball into the box. But it's a good tackle there from Ozzy. And now a chance maybe to work in behind, like I said here, as we get it to Campbell. Going to try and take on Courtney House. But House is a little bit quicker than Mings. And I don't know if he's more agile, but he's definitely a little bit speedier. And they're going to work on the counter here. It's very evident straight off the bat that they're working a counter-attack. That's something that I'm already picking up. Johansson going to try and play that ball to Tyrese. It's a lovely ball as well, and Willock is making a lovely overlap. He's going to have to turn, though. He's going to try and find a pass into Trossard. He does. Tyrone Mings going to close him down, and I can't get the shot there with Johansson. I slowed that down too much. I said I want to work on quick attacks, and I was doing just that, and then I slowed it down, and the chance went. Oh, Villa on a chance here. Sommer's going to have to be alert to it. No, he's not. Lopez with a fantastic tackle there. If that doesn't show you, by the way, how long this ball has been without going off the pitch. That was the yellow card that Amos got at the start of the game in the first highlight. Which, by the way, I pressed X to get that, to try and pass that off to my my teammate. That was apparently a slide tackle when I tried to pass it. But I guess it's a foul anyway. Regardless, let's worry about this chance. Oh dear, Sommer, please close him down. Oh my god, Ozzy, good block. Got to keep this out, boys. He's onside. Holy Jesus. Someone send help. What was that? Oh, this is a problem. I've given the ball away in a real tricky situation. Ozzy's going to have to close his man down. It's a lovely touch from whoever that is. I can't actually see who that is. It's Moreno. All the Morenos. There's Morenos at every team we're playing against today. Good effort, just wide. This has been a stressful start to this game. My chest, my cough is not going to deal with this today. Amos stretches just there and gets that ball to Willock. Plays it into Trossard. Trossard, can he lay it off? No, he can't. Oh, it's so unlucky. It is so unlucky. And, oh, man, that could have been 1-0. But it's a great, great block there. Great intervention from Martinez to keep it at 0-0. Tyrese Campbell with a lovely turn there, though. Going to lay it off to Ilias. What is that, boys? That is such a waste. He's played it really awkwardly. If he played it as quickly as I'd asked, Ilias is through. Ilias first time, bang. But he's played it awkwardly. He took a touch anyway and wasted the chance. But we do maybe have another chance here. Nope, we don't yet again. Too slow. Well, that is going to be half-time. It is going to be 0-0 at the break. Both teams having chances. Both keepers being called upon. And both keepers coming out on top against the attackers. And I have to say, this game is there for us to take. This game is there for us if we stop wasting these passes. It's been our own downfall that we haven't scored yet. Because we're playing these silly little late passes. And it's mugging us off. Amos is going to come off from Masengo. Purely because of the yellow card. That is the only reason. I don't want him going off and being sent off or anything daft like that. We have the option of Isaac Coles in the second half. Ilias and Willock have both offered enough on the wings. They've both offered plenty. So yeah, hopefully I can get myself a goal and then I can maybe make a defensive change. I'd like to bring on Jimmy Dunn. You guys know me. I'm a huge fan of Jimmy Dunn in real life. I think he is one of the best players in our squad, as I'm sure most QPR fans agree. And it would be nice to have sort of that third option at centre-back. Have some form. That would be nice to see. So let's try and get that lead. And we can maybe then look at making a defensive change down the line. But this is not the best start here. Rob Dickey's going to be called into action. Ozzy Kakai as well. Thankfully, Johansson, fair play to him, back and dealing with it. And hopefully he finds the pass. He does. It's a lovely pass to Ilias with a great first touch to bring it inside. Look at that run from Trossard. First touch, second touch. And a phenomenal save from Martinez. The play was much quicker. The passes were much more accurate. It was a beautiful, beautiful bit of play. But that is a phenomenal save from Martinez there. We're going to whip this one in there. Get it into somebody. Lopez, he's sort of angled away from it. He's having to head it sort of back upon himself. Generate the power. And it wasn't a great one. Ilias Chair here picking up on a very loose ball. And gives us a really good chance to try and bring this forward. Ilias Chair into Trossard. Campbell just about stays on side now. Oh, that's a really, really, really good job there from their fullback. He has had to get back and do a job there. And Willock, mate, if you're not going to bring that down, leave it. Let it go out, my dude. Okay, 65 minutes on the clock. Aston Villa do have a free kick in a pretty darn good position, it must be said. I have made 2 changes, however. I have taken off Rob Dickey and I've brought on Jimmy Dunn. And I've taken off Chris Willock and I've brought on Isaac Coles and Chair swapping around, so Coles is on the left. They have just brought on Emil Smith-Rowe, by the way. Absolute baller, must be said. They're going to take the shot from that. It is going to go over. I've got to be wary of that. Smith-Rowe is a player, boys. Johansson, lovely ball there to Isaac Coles. And Isaac Coles is going to win this. Going to try and keep it alive. Has to keep pushing there. But Tyrone Mings is going to get it away. Can Johansson with a header? He can. He's going to drop to Ilias. Ilias is going to have a go. It's bounced back to him. Ilias Chair with another effort. It's another save from Martinez. He has been, honestly, incredible. Everything that Martinez has been asked, he has done. And he's done it very well. And he keeps it at 0-0. Because I honestly think right now, we're the team playing better. And I think if we can sort passes like that out, we can push on for a winner here. But Martinez has been phenomenal. Lovely ball over the top. There has to be said. Trezeguet hits it first time. Oh no, it's Bailey. Bailey has come on. And Bailey has hit that first time. But thankfully, it was straight at Sommer. And again, thankfully, it maybe gives us a chance to push forward and try and make something here. Johansson, lovely ball in behind. Tyrese Campbell, going to try and cut it across. Masengo can't quite get on the end of it. I wanted Coles to make a bit of a run there and find some space for Campbell to try and play it to him. But it wasn't to be, boys. We're looking good. 10 minutes to go. Come on, lads. Villa pushing forward. That's a lovely ball over the top there. It's a lovely strike. Jan Sommer proving that he is also more than good enough as a keeper in today's game. And he's made a fantastic save himself there. One last change here is going to be Danny Ings off. Don't recognise the striker's player face. I probably would if it's Wesley. There we go. I was going to say if I get a hint. And I got a hint and it showed me his name on the back of his shirt. Pretty good hint, that. So they're going to play it short now. Can we try? If we win this short and work on a counter, I back us to create a chance. I really do. Ilias Chair, well done, mate. Great block and won the goal kick. Have to say, Ilias Chair has had a blinder today. Not just in this game, but but also in the last game. Ilias Chair has proven his point. He stepped up and played really well in today's episode. And now, talking of stepping up, we didn't do it there. Terrible pass from Campbell. Another chance wasted. Dying minutes of the game here. 3 minutes added on, and Aston Villa have it in a really good spot here. McCallum going to have to do something. Coles tries to come back and help, but McCallum does it, wins it. And now this is where I need Coles ahead of him. But instead, we have Tyrese Campbell on a run. It's been blocked. Can we get it past him? No, we can't. It's full time. It's another draw. This time it's a stinker 0-0. It's frustrating. It is frustrating. That was a game that we really could have done with winning to leapfrog over a team above us, but it hasn't worked out that way, and sometimes that's going to be how it is. It's frustrating, but it's a clean sheet. We created much more chances in this game, and I think we played better. I still stand by Ilias Chair for me was our best player on the pitch again. Very well done from Ilias, and I think he's earned himself a spot in the next game as well, because he really did impress me. We went into that game in 11th, and we come out of it still in 11th. And again, I'm kind of okay with that. There are teams very near to us, below us, but also still above us. Man City just pushing away a little bit now with that win. But the teams around us are catchable. The teams around us are there to be caught. And we can do just that. And what we need is we need somebody on this list. We need to get a goal scorer. We need somebody who's going to find the back of the net. Tyrese is having a very, very quiet season. If we look at the stats, goals-wise, our top goal scorer is Linden on 4. Then we have Coles, Trossard, Campbell all on 3. The fact these are all of our goal scorers. Charlie Austin has scored 1 and 2. It just goes to show that we just, at the moment, we're lacking goals. That's the problem. That's the issue we have. And until we fix that, we're going to keep having problems. Okay, here we are up against Arsenal. It's going to have to be a very good game. You can see, by the way, they have signed Gareth Bale. Interesting. One thing that's also noticeable, that's a very weakened side. Tavares, Saliba, Ballard, Aguilar, Renarson, Idaho, Xhaka, Dean Henderson, Odegaard, decent, Gomez, Bale. There's a couple of solid players in there. That's a weakened team. I feel like they're really underestimating us, and we need to prove that by going in quick today. Come on, boys, let's go for it. We can see clearly now the rain has gone from the Kyle Prince Foundation. It is a beautiful day by the looks of things here in West London, and hopefully it can be a beautiful day for the home fans with an important 3 points. That's what we've got to hope for. That's what we're going to play for today. We're going to try and really go at this very weakened Arsenal side. It's very evident to me that they are rotating, and I feel like they're not taking us seriously. That's honestly how it comes across. They've seen us as a team that have just come up, and they're not giving us their best team. So we're going for it. I'm hoping Linden today can come in and prove something. You know, he's our top goal scorer. Playing with Campbell, hopefully between the two of them, we can bag at least a goal. And honestly, 3 points. We've got to sort our home form out. We've got to make it a fortress. We've got to make it difficult to come to the Kyle Prince. And we've got to try and take something from them today. So we're going to go for. Come on, you ours. Coles, lovely turn there. Turns back on himself. Tyrese Campbell's going to make a run. We're going to dink that over the top. It's just going to go through to Saliba, who's just going to win it. But Coles hopefully can win a header here. No, Odegaard's done really well. That's a good little idea, good little play. But it was always optimistic to try and hope that we can dink that over the defence and get to it before the keeper and the defender. It's a tricky one to play. Would have been cool if we pulled it off, though. Lovely cut back there from Odegaard, and Jan Sommer with an incredible save. That has to be said. That was a beautiful shot and an even more beautiful save. Incredible stuff there from Jan Sommer. It has to be said. That was huge. That keeps us in this game early on as we nearly go 1-0 down to, again, this incredibly weakened Arsenal team. But they get another corner. It's another chance to get it in the box. They do actually try and whip it in this time. Linden heads it clear the first time to try and keep this out. Well done there to Tyrese Campbell, back and doing his defensive duty. And now maybe Isaac Coles. Chance to bring this forward. Does really well there to keep hold of that. And then does really well to find Johansson. Lays it off to Tyrese Campbell. Tyrese doesn't quite build it up the way we needed to. That's a shame. That's a real shame. I have to say, Arsenal are knocking this back. Oh, mate. They're knocking it about really, really nicely. Bale there on the end of it. Very, very just a rocket of a shot, but thankfully it was straight at Jan Sommer, and he didn't have to think about too much as to where to go. But yeah, they're knocking it about really nicely and making it very difficult for us to get much of the ball. I tried something audacious there with Isaac Coles. Renarson, I think, had it covered anyway, and it does just go wide. But they're playing tiki-taka, and it's a nightmare to play against. Ilias Chair plays it up here to Tyrese Campbell. Tyrese is going to be tackled very well. He just doesn't feel on the ball right now. Tyrese Campbell just doesn't feel... I'm going to say up for it. He doesn't feel like he's doing the job for us at the moment. He just doesn't feel right for how I'm trying to play. And that's a shame because I love Tyrese Campbell. I think he's a baller. Campbell, out wide here to Coles. That's a much better pass from Tyrese Campbell. Let's try and cut inside. Lovely art. You know what? It might not just be Tyrese. It might be me. It might be the team. I don't know. We're just not playing right. It's not great. Oh, it's a lovely ball in behind. It's going to be Odegaard with a good effort. But thankfully, it's also going to be Jan Sommer with an incredible save. Isaac Coles puts it into a terrible spot. I have tried to pass that back to Jan Sommer. Jan Sommer is my target there. That is who I'm trying to play that ball to. And it's gone just into the middle of a batch of players, none of which are looking to get the ball. And Mario Gomez is going to be the man to put the ball in the back of the net. Here, look, I'm trying to play that to Sommer. I don't even know why it would do that. I'm just, for my peace of mind, I just want to see where I aimed that. I mean, okay, in my head, even if that's where it is, that should lock on to Dickey. Instead, it's gone into the middle of nowhere. It's frustrating. Again, it's another goal right on the stroke of half-time. It's going to be half-time immediately. That is incredibly infuriating. And it's 1-0 again at half-time. And it's yet again another poor display from us. I just don't feel like we're offering enough, anything. I don't even know. It's just disappointing, boys. It really, really is. We're going to take off Johansson and bring on Masengo. This is the future of our midfield at the moment. As things currently stand, this is what I'm trying to do with our midfield, is Masengo and Amos. I think they're the best options we have going forward for the midfield, unless we were to sign somebody else. So, second half, we just need to wake up. We need to do something. We need to threaten. We need to score. It's as simple as that. We've only managed it once in the episode so far today. And at the moment, it doesn't look likely to happen a second time. We need to change that. Oh, it's a lovely bit of play. Sommer equal to a very, very good shot at the end of an incredibly good piece of play. But Gomez has denied his second goal. And they're going to play it short again to Odegaard. They love a good short corner, this Arsenal team right here. But yeah, we're not offering enough. And at the moment, we're falling under the pressure of the chances that are being put in front of us. But Ilias Chair here, with a chance to bring this forward, is going to find Lyndon Dykes. Lovely play from Ilias and a really lovely run from Lyndon to find Isaac Coles. It's a lovely pass. It's a good effort, but it's a fantastic save from Renarson. It's a shame that Campbell didn't try and push off his defender a bit more before Lyndon played the pass. I kind of wanted him just to push a little bit more central, and then when I got him the ball, he had more space. Xhaka's going off for Thomas Partey. For me, that is a strengthen of their team from that substitution. That's a really good effort, but it is just over the bar from McCallum. But boys, we're offering something, but we need to convert. We really do desperately need to score. Lyndon does really well to ride the tackle there. Keeps the ball. Going to have to go outside. Finds Ilias. Ilias just like mugged off again. I need to change something. I'm changing formation. I'm changing things. Arsenal on a really lovely attack here. I just can't get the ball off them. I think he's onside there. He was just offside, and you know what? That would have been an own goal from Lopez, because I could do nothing to stop that. I'm not entirely sure who the player was there, but it's an incredibly good run, but it is unlucky. Bale just laying it off to him. I think it was their right back, whoever that is, I can't remember. But I've made a change, and I've changed formation to a 4-1-2-1-2 wide. So Masengo is a lone DM. Chris Willett comes on at cam. The wingers stay where they were. The strikers stay where they were. The defence stays the same. We just need to offer something, boys. And whatever that something is, it's got to be better than what we've been doing for the last 70 minutes of this game. And honestly, the other 180 minutes of the other two games, because it's just not been good enough. That there would have been lovely. Chair would have been running in and we'd have had a chance. But yeah, we've got to offer more. It's been a dry and a dull episode in regards to our form today. And I need to change that. And at the moment, I'm struggling. Rob Dickey Looks up and finds Ilias Chair. Thomas Partey is going to close him down. I have to say, I can see why Arsenal played a second string team against us. They didn't need to play a first string team against us to get a result today. They have absolutely outpassed us. They've outthought us. They've outplayed us. It's been an embarrassing game today. We haven't looked good for it. We've had, you know, one or two things like that. Lopez is 84 rated. He's got a +4, I think, in form, which means he's an 88 rated player that can't make a 2.5-yard pass. It is embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. That is a terrible loss. A 1-0 loss to Arsenal doesn't sound that bad. A 1-0 loss to Arsenal's B team is horrific. That is poor display for us today. I know I'm not feeling 100% and I know I'm a little bit unwell, but I should be able to play better than this. I'm playing poorly, the team's playing poorly, and it's embarrassing. It's genuinely embarrassing. Well, I know that is not the result we wanted to see, and you know what? It's a bit of a chance for salvation here, as we are up against Aston Villa next. Now, I know I've been playing sort of 3 games a season, sort of roughly, but I'm going to be playing this game against Villa. We're going to play a 4th game today, and I'm going to try something, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I'm going to mix a couple of things up, and I've got to try something new. Because if I keep trying the same thing at the moment, it's just not going to work. And we're just going to keep losing games. So I'm going to try something. And I'm going to probably pay the price for it. But we'll try. Okay, never mind a little bit. You can see the team. You can see I've gone a little bit all in. But there's a reason for that. And I'm going to show you. Our stamina is through the floor for players. Look at Coles, McCallum, Dykes, Dickey, Masengo. Our team is knackered. Chair, Campbell. I'll tell you what I was going to do. I was going to rest Johansson. I was going to go Amos, and I was going to go with Masengo. I was going to bring in Naji. Naji was going to play. I can tell you that right now. Naji was going to play. It was going to be Naji, and it was going to be Dykes up top. I was going to bring in Jimmy Dunn, and I was going to bring in Hamer, but over Ozzy. Now, my hand's been played a little bit here. My hands have been tied a little bit. I'm also going to have to do that change there. Barbe's going to come in. That is the team we're going to run. And it's against a team that we just failed to beat with our strongest 11 like half an hour ago. So that's exciting. Well, the away leg didn't go our way. Hopefully the home leg can go a little bit better. The last time we played and it wasn't raining didn't go well for us against Arsenal, did it? So let's hope that today we can take on Aston Villa and we could just play better. That's all I can ask of this team, is to just butt their ideas up a little bit. And it's a chance for some of these players. It is a real chance for a couple of players here to maybe earn themselves a rotation option or, you know, a promotion up slightly higher into the team. Obviously, it's Naji's first time in the team. He has only just come up from our youth team. So let's hope that Naji can really have a good game today. I'm asking a lot of a very young and very low-rated player, but these are the kind of chances you have to take, and let's see if Naji can do just that today. Come on, boys. Let's try and shock some people, including me, because I would be surprised if we win anything today. Not a good start at all, but thankfully Sommer, one of the only surviving players in the team, does manage to put off a very, very solid save against Wesley, who has started. You can see there are a little bit of rotation for Villa, but I think this is a prime example where our rotation, our depth, just isn't at Premier League level. It just isn't. The fact that I've got 60 rated players on the bench coming in today, like to play today, I think speaks volumes of the fact that this team isn't a full Premier League squad by any stretch of the imagination. Johansson's going to find Ahmed. Ahmed here into Trossard. That's a lovely run from Chris Willock. Chris Willock now. Oh, hits the bar. It's a good effort. It did beat Martinez. It was past him. But we're still yet to score against Martinez today at the second game of trying. And it hits the woodwork. He's saved by the woodwork. It's so unlucky. But Moreno now on a good chance here. Odebaggio does do well to get back there. And does do well to win that and keep it on the pitch. Well done, Moses. That's actually a very, very good job there. And maybe actually, hold on a second. Chris Willock. Going to find Amos. Lays it off to Trossard. Going to go to Naji. Out to Ahmed. Ahmed's going to cut inside. Oh, it's a good tackle. I have to say, it's a very good tackle. That's unfortunate. It's a good play, but we didn't get the shot in the end. Johan Barber here, bringing this ball forward, lays it off to Johansson. He's going to get it back to Johan. Our centre-back here playing like a cam. And, of course, that's when I lose the ball, when we're a player down at the back. Fantastic. Bailey with a real good chance to just sprint through here. Johansson has done really well to cover, and we slow it down a bit. Villa here bringing this ball forward. Odebaggio going to have to try and stop this cross. Doesn't manage to do so. Wesley heads it back, however. They're going to keep this alive. Look at the space there for their player. Sommer with a beautiful, beautiful save. We're just struggling to close these guys down. It's the difficulty of Legendary. They just knock the ball around for fun. And right now I'm using some very low-rated players paired up with the fact I'm playing against a very high-ranked, difficulty. Nagy doing well. They're getting back, helping us get rid of this corner. That's a foul. That is 100% going to be at least a yellow card when that's pulled back there. But we get a chance here. Ahmed, he's not the quickest, but he's not slow. And now he's going to have a chance to bring this forward. It's a bit of a heavy touch. I've tried that like double R2 to sort of like knock it forward. Almost, it's kind of like a bridge, but it's not quite a bridge. But yeah, regardless, it didn't work. That's the main thing to take from that. Possibly the last chance of the half here is Ahmed's going to just sprint forward, but is well tackled in the middle of the park, and that is going to be half time. It's been a tough fought half. It's been a very tough fought half. They've definitely had the better chances. But Willock's chance to hit the bar, probably the best chance of the game. But they've had a lot more chances. They've looked a lot more threatening. Outside of that chance, I don't think we've tested Martinez. So you've got to take that into account, that we haven't threatened a whole bunch here. I think we're going to keep Nagy on the pitch. I think we're going to give him another 45, or at least another sort of 20 minutes. We do have Charlie Kelman, who's quick, and he can come off the bench and maybe offer something. We do have Sam Field to come on and maybe come on for Amos, but I'm not going to make that change just now. This is quite a rotated team, and I think it's only right that these guys are given a bit of a chance, because they've held their own in this half. They haven't really been any worse than when we played the full strength team against Villa the first time round. So I think it's safe to say that they've earned another sort of 20 minutes this 11 and see how they do. I've pressed X there with Ahmed to try and pass. And, of course, the ball's bobbled to Trossard, and he's just thumped it forward because he's an idiot, apparently. Ahmed on the ball here. Going to just keep sprinting forward. Go on, Ahmed, mate. He's done really well. Bailey has been on him the entire way. And he's gone forward and he's won himself a corner. That's a very, very good run from Ahmed. I think he has been a very promising player in this game. And I think he could be someone for us that could maybe be used further down the line here. Barbe going to get the ball. Oh, there's no one out there, Tom. Tom, use your eyes, bro. Use your eyes. There was no one there. Villa come again here, and it is again down our right-hand side. But it's a very well cleared cross there. I think it was Jimmy Dunn that's helped get that away. And now Ahmed, yet again, our player bringing this ball forward. Amos now going to get the ball up to Trossard. Trossard is going to find Chris Willock. Willock now going to let it back to Trossard, maybe first time. Lovely stuff. Trossard, can he get it past his man? Not quite. Naji's going to try and close down. 20 minutes to go. It's time for changes, I think. Oh, Amos has won this in a really good spot here. Luke Amos brings this forward. Plays it into Trossard. Trossard's going to have to turn. Trossard, I'm going to have a shot with him here. It's just wide of the post. It's a very good effort. It's the best chance we've had today. Best chance we've had in this second half. I should very quickly correct myself because Willock's chance was fantastic. Actually wasn't as close as I thought it was. But I've made all three changes. Field on for Amos. Kelman on for Nagy. And I have brought on Isaac Coles here for Ahmed. Ahmed had a very good game. He really, really did. Isaac Coles is not overly full of stamina. However, it's more than Ahmed was on. And it's also Isaac Coles. He is one of our best players. So it makes sense to try and go for it. We need to go for 3 points. It's as simple as that. Chris Willock. Lovely run. Lovely pass. Oh, Trossard's offside. I can't believe it. I thought I timed that perfectly. In fact, I did. I did time it perfectly. Isaac Coles with his first chance of being involved in this game here. Just going to bring this ball forward. Does so very well. Lovely bit of control. Trossard on the ball now. We see Willock on that run. Willock in space. Cuts inside. Chris Willock. It's a great save from Martinez. Trossard tries the shot as well, but it is blocked by the defender. That's so unfortunate. We are slowly coming alive in this game. It's only taken us 85 minutes. But we're slowly starting to work our way into it. I'm going to have to put us on a team press. I'm going to have to apply as much pressure as we can. but not at the detriment of losing a point, Tom. Make sure you don't lose the point. But you know what? I think going for the 3 points is more important than settling for the 1. Sommer, mate, thank you so much. This is going to be the last chance of the game. This is going to be the last chance of the game. I can't attack from this. They're going to just whip this in there, and we've just got to stop it going in. It's as simple as that. Good clearance there from, I think it was from Sam Field. And that's going to be full time. It has been a tough episode today. It has been not the episode we needed. It has been disappointing. It has been frankly disappointing, and I think we're stuck in a rut. Today we tried a rotated second string team and held out a draw. Simple as that. Although at the end I feel hard done by because I don't think Trossard was offside. It's a very simple run through then. Kelman is outpacing his centre back. It's a sweat and it's a goal, and that's 1-0, 3 points. But it's a stalemate, and it's been a very, very tricky game, episode, whatever you want to call it. But we're stuck in a rut, and it's as simple as that. Well, there we have it. A very tricky episode today, rounded off with, I think, a very sort of point-proven game. That game was very difficult, and it's a game that I feel like we could have won. I feel like we had it in us to win, and yet we didn't. And I think it's very evident that this team has maybe been slightly overachieving at points this season with picking up wins against teams that we maybe had no right to pick up points against. Like we were on an incredibly unbeaten run. I think it was 10 games. That Chelsea game was our loss between a couple. But then again, we had 4 losses between that in the league and the cup. We had a bunch of losses at the start of the season. It's been a tricky season. It has been no easy matter jumping into this Premier League season. And we've had some difficult games, but up next we have January. Christmas is now done and dusted. You know what? That's why they rested so many players on Christmas Day. The first team weren't turning up for Arsenal. My bad. Should have worked that one out. But we've got the January transfer window next. I don't think we're really going to make many signings unless we make some sales. I don't think we've got about £5 million, and I don't think that's going to help us with anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to round the episode off there today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, then please leave a like on the video. It supports me, the video, the series, and the channel out a whole bunch. If you're new, hit the sub button and turn notifications on to be told anytime that we upload a video. If you want to catch us on our live streams, it's Hursty Games over on Twitch. There is a link down below. Make sure you go check it out. But for now, guys, I want to say thank you very much for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome. And I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands.
What?
In a bit, guys.
His name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, we'll say hello. Entertained, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty Games, yeah, you already know.